you have any regrets?
I don't have any regret.
Okay, you don't regret killing her?
I don't.
Are you ready to face the wrath of the law?
It's not a big thing to pay. Not a big thing to pay.
It's not a big thing to pay.
Timileyin Ajayi has finally confessed to the murder of Salome Adaidu, and his confession, though questionable and also subject to the level of his mental stability at the time he conducted the interview, may still leave you feeling very unsettled. Timileyin was caught on Sunday, the 12th of December 2025, carrying a black sack bag with bloodstains and flies hovering around it. An alarm was raised and people around the area forced him to open the bag. This led to the discovery of the fresh head of a woman who would later be identified as 24-year-old Salome Adaidu. When the horrific discovery was made, Salome's family was informed about it, but in order to protect them from suffering a potential shock, the caller had to tell the family that Salome was involved in an accident and that she was in the hospital. It was when they later got to the address given to them that they realized what was portrayed as an accident was actually a case of deliberate murder. Do note that this is an update to our previous video which gave more details on how Timileyin was caught and eventually arrested by the police. This video explains his motive for the horrific crime and also details the events that led to it. Timileyin was seen at the police station looking very unbothered and completely remorseless about the terrifying crime he had committed. Judging from how calm he was and also how he prepared the body at the crime scene, it appears as though he had done something of this nature numerous times in the past. In his defense, Timileyin maintained that he was Salome's boyfriend. He described their relationship as complicated, stating that it was a long-distance relationship where they only got to see each other once in a while.
She's a female friend, my girlfriend.
How long are you guys dating?
A year.
For a year. How come none of the family members know that you guys were dating?
Because it's actually complicated. It's complicated.
So tell us about the complications.
We don't get to see each other all the time. We're always coming around. Like for example, we have a lot of people around. We come around most of those times. So that's how it is.
Timileyin claimed he invited Salome to visit him on Saturday, 11th January 2025. She allegedly asked him for 3,000 naira as transport fare down to his place, which he said he didn't have. Salome found a way to his place that day. However, while there, she got hungry and also had a high temperature. Timileyin said he bought noodles, prepared them, and then saved her. It was at this point that things began to take a dark turn for the worse.
Okay, that day, I invited her to come to my house. So she came. She was asking me for transport. I thought I didn't have. She now came. So when she came, she was not asking me for 3,000. I told her, me too, I don't have 3,000. I'm only managing myself. She said, no, well, I said she will stay like that. She can't stay. I can't go buy no more. She can't stay. As she stay, that's how the whole thing start. She can't say she's hungry. I can't tell her and say, make she relax. Food they come. She can't say, no, wahala. Say she go wait, wait food come. And she can't wait. She can't wait. Oh, her body temperature can't rise. Because she's hungry, they marry her. I can't go marry Indomie for her. She can't carry noodles come. How I want to prepare them? She was asking. I told her it's the way I want to prepare it. She can't say no wahala. I just make sure so I cook and say she nice. I can't cook and she can't nice. She can't nice the thing. She can't go. Her food can't ready. I can't serve her the food. That was how the whole thing started.
Timileyin claimed he saw Salome chatting on the phone. He then asked to see who she was chatting with. He went through the phone, and that was when he discovered that Salome was cheating on him with other guys. Timileyin said he confronted her after making the discovery, but she denied cheating on him. However, after he showed her the chats, she began begging him and promising never to do it again.
So, Mr. Timmy, please narrate how it happened, what you saw that made you kill, and how you did it. What happened on that day?
What happened on that day was very simple. I caught her cheating on me, and so I brought it to her awareness that she was cheating. She refused. She didn't want to accept until I showed her the chat and showed her what she did before she admitted and told me she was sorry. It's never going to happen again. That was what happened.
Timileyin revealed that after the whole confrontation, he asked her to enter the bathroom, which she did. But while she was there, she started doing some certain things which he couldn't take anymore. What we do not know is exactly what she was doing or what Timileyin meant by some certain things. When asked why he took her life, Timileyin sounded rather incoherent, as though he was mentally unstable. It also appeared as if he was giving a response that was different from what he initially told the police. It took the intervention of a police officer for him to be able to get his story together. Timileyin also made it known that he had no regrets for doing what he did.
Do you have any regrets?
I don't have any regret.
Okay, you don't regret killing her.
I don't.
Why?
Because life is reciprocal. That's what I thought. Life is reciprocal. And if you must be with someone, you have to be reciprocal with that person. You have to understand what that person is going through so that you can actually put yourself in the position that kind of person is going through. So that was why I didn't have any regret, because we were actually compatible. So that was why.
When asked if he was ready to face the consequences of his actions, Timileyin answered without any form of remorse, and his response was very unsettling.
Are you ready to face the wrath of the law?
It's not a big thing to pay. It's not a big thing to pay.
It's not a big thing to pay.
Timileyin also made another strange revelation. He claimed that he was not caught, but rather he surrendered himself. This is a bit hard to believe, considering the fact that he was alleged to have tried to bribe the policemen who caught him that Sunday with an amount to the tune of 100 million naira.
So how were you caught?
I wasn't caught. I surrendered myself.
It's not true.
How? You were caught trying to dispose her body in the other bag?
I surrendered myself. If I didn't want anybody to catch me, I would have done that. It's very simple.
It's not true.
It's simple, to be honest.
Timileyin seemed incoherent throughout the interview, apart from the fact that he couldn't give a clear response to certain questions and also had to be reminded of some previous responses. The inconsistency in his statements was also seen when asked about his age.
I'll be 30 this year.
You told us 31.
I'll be 30
Initially, you
this
said
year.
32. You now said 31.
I'll be 30 this year, this October.
And you say you have no regrets?
I have no regret.
Simi, what do you do for a living?
I'm a cryptocurrency agency.
His response to what he does for a living was also strange because apart from being known locally as a gospel artist, his TikTok page also showed he was into photography, videography, social media management, and content creation. He also claimed to be a songwriter, and his post showed he was trying to break into the motivational speaking industry. There are also reports that Timileyin had been involved in various forms of fraudulent activities, with some of them extending to his fellow church members. Timileyin was said to have butchered Salome into more than 50 pieces. Witnesses at the scene described the remains as looking like meat that was being prepared for potential consumption.
He has succeeded in destroying our daughter Not ordinary killing. He butchered her into pieces. He cut that body into more than 50 pieces. And when you look at the whole thing, he's preparing that body for consumption, because he cut all these things and leave them in about 6 polythene bags. That is to say, if you look at where people contributed money to buy cow during festive period, and those times that the Fulanis will come to share the cow among the people that contributed for it, that is exactly what he did in his room.
Due to how he prepared the remains, it was strongly believed that Timileyin was into the human parts business. It is also strongly believed that Salome was not his first victim.
When we went to his room, we discovered that this is not the first thing he's doing. This is the first time he's doing this thing. He's a professional in this. He has a place in his room. All those kind of knife, he has them there that he used to cut and arrange. Yeah, there is a big basin there that he cuts and put inside. And in short, there are a lot of evidence that this is not even the first person he has destroyed there. And in his area there, he's known to be a fraudster. He has deceived many churches to collect their money and run away. They call him a gospel musician, but on the network I discover he's a fraudster. He has duped many people, committed a lot of crime before he landed himself in this business that he's doing now. I am suspecting him to be a human part trafficker, because the way he prepared those bodies is not meant for any other thing. It's meant for consumption. He cleaned it up for consumption.
Salome was a 24-year-old graduate of the Department of Library and Information Sciences at Kogi State University. She was a youth corps member serving at Nikon Insurance, Abuja. She was supposed to pass out really soon before her untimely death. Salome was said to have lost her dad somewhere within the second quarter of 2024. Her family members still maintain their stance that they did not know about her relationship with Timileyin. Her sister said it was abnormal for them not to know about their alleged relationship because of the way they were brought up in the family.
I have never seen him before until his pictures were shown to me on social media, and it was on Sunday that was the first time I ever saw his picture, ever in my entire life. Sunday was the first time I saw him, and he said he claimed, because the video I first saw on social media, he claimed that he has been dating my sister for the past 1 year, and you'll be dating somebody's daughter for 1 year and nobody in the home will even hear your name or know you. That's absurd. Like, I cannot even fathom it at all, because it doesn't happen in my family. It can happen any other place, any other family, but in my family, that doesn't happen, because there is a certain way we were brought up. Even just friends, not even sexual relationship or intimate relationship, just friends. Everybody has to know your friends, so that as you are going out, we will know where you are going to and when you are coming back, and who to hold responsible if anything happens to you. But this so-called Timi guy, we don't know him. We've never seen him until we were called up to tell us that this guy murdered and dismembered our sister.
Due to the brutal nature of the crime and the state in which the remains were found, Salome was buried that same day.
Because of the nature of the body, I cannot keep that body till the following day. I have to look for a land in Ukedia, pay people to open ground to dig a grave for me. I was supposed to buy a place for burial, but a pastor in Uke decided to give me a place free. And we have to bury those pieces over the night.
We do not know if Timileyin was telling the truth, or if he was just making up stories to cover up the extent of his crime. If he is into the selling of human parts, he may have reasons to cook up stories so that he could protect the people he sells to, which most of the time are usually influential and powerful people in the society. Salome's family is calling for justice, and for the good of the society, we hope the family gets their justice. I believe it is high time our leaders implemented capital punishment for crimes of this nature, because it is one thing to stab a person, but an entirely different thing to butcher someone into more than 50 pieces. May Salome's soul rest in peace. The graphic videos and images of the crime are available on our Telegram and WhatsApp channel, so follow the link in the description to view them at your own discretion. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel for more true crime stories.